Hello everybody, what's going on, and welcome back to the Road to Glory career mode. I hope you're all doing fantastic. Today we've got quite a few games coming your way as we look to close in on the end of the League 2 season. And right now, we are still in the promotion race as well. So if we can stay there, that would be fantastic. Remember, the top 3 go up with automatic promotion from League 2. So provided we're in that top 3, then it's happy days for us. But we've got quite a few post-com games coming. You might know I've been sick over the weekend with a bit of a cold. So I thought I'd do a post-com episode to kind of save my voice and not have to commentate for a longer period of time. But instead, I actually felt okay today. So we've got, I think, about 5 games post-com. And we'll end off the day with a live game as well, whoever that is that we take on. So sit back, relax, and enjoy as we enter the first game of highlights. Up against Salford City at home, and 16 minutes in, Mondal with a great opportunity to give us the lead. He ended up hitting it straight at the goalkeeper, so not an ideal finish at all by Mondal. But we continue on. Lopez trying to open up the defence with a bit of trickery. Gets his shot away, but drags it across the goal and just past that far post there to try and find the opener. But in the last few minutes of the game, 10 or so minutes to play, a nice move between Adams and Williams. Got Williams through on goal, and Williams does what he does best, and he smashes it into the roof of the net. Forest Green Rovers 1, Salford City 0. I believe that's Williams' 14th goal of the season. He's definitely our talisman up front. You know, if we're looking at goals, it's coming from Williams pretty much. Lopez has chipped in with a few, so has Guruzeta, but Williams is the main man for us here at Forest Green. Just loves a goal, doesn't he? And what a time to get it. 10 minutes to go. 1-0. I would happily take a 1-0 victory, and that is what we got. So 3 points in the bag for us. And actually, after coming out of the game, it was dead even. Look at those match facts. 5 shots, 3 on target for both teams. So 1-0 was probably a fair, reflection of how the game went. One team just stealing the points, I guess you could say. But after that game, we took on Crawley Town, and they had one of the hottest strikers in League 2 at this point in time. Palmer had scored 5 goals in 3 games. And Crawley were coming up against the best defensive record in the league in us. So something is going to have to give here for Palmer to score or for us to concede. And Crawley made their intentions known from the very start, testing us with a cross towards the back post, which was met well, but a good save by our goalkeeper. So I thought we are going to be in a game here, much like we were against Salford. That game was very close, as you saw. But I was trying to throw some chances back the way of Crawley there with a decent header. And then 35 minutes in, Williams to Lopez. Lopez back to Williams. What a move it was. And of course, he doesn't miss these. George Williams in that position again. Gets his second in as many matches, and Crawley were behind even with the early chance that they had themselves. But Williams, like I said, in this position, you just expect him to score now, and he did just that. Another fantastic finish, this time not quite as high into the goal as the first one was, but still, it was enough to give us the lead. So second half, I wanted to add to that. I wanted to try and put a bit more misery the way of Crawley, and Lopez delivered as he worked his way into the penalty area, left-footed strike back across the goalkeeper. 2-0 Forest Green. Safe to say, at this point, I was very confident the points were coming with us because we were in a sort of groove, I guess you could say. We were playing some very good football, and when Lopez is scoring, you know it's been a good day at the office. So, yeah, as we know about Lopez, we're just working on that stamina, and then we should see a whole lot more of him. And I actually feel like one day he will probably captain this side. He's the first sort of regen player, I guess you could say, who's come through here at Forest Green, so it's only right, really, if he does end up captaining the side. But away from captains for the moment, as Mondal scores a phenomenal header to make it 3-0 Forest Green. Crawley Town, like I said, they had the best striker in the league at this point in terms of form, yet they were held to 0 chances until 4 minutes from time, a fantastic cross into the box was met by Palmer for his 6th goal in 4 matches. It was only a consolation for Crawley Town, but he got his goal, and fair play to him. It was a fantastic header too. So we saw 2 incredible headers in the game. I mean, the first one from Mondal, how he even scores that, I don't know. And then Palmer doing what Palmer does at the moment in scoring a goal for his side. But that was it. 3-1, 3 points in the bag, 2 wins from 2 to start today. Fantastic way to get started. And after that, we had some news coming through. We'd been able to sell one of our players. As you might remember, money was definitely not a strong point here at Forest Green for this season thus far. So we had to let 1 or 2 players go. We eventually did end up letting 1 or 2 players go. I'll show you that news here right now. So James has gone. Lloyd James, he was one of the older players in the squad. Central midfielder. I don't even think he played a game for us. He might have done at the beginning of the season in the pre-season tour, but I don't think he's actually featured for us. So we sold him 200 and something thousand just to get some money back into the kitty. And as soon as I I did that, I knew full well there was one player I wanted to bring in. He was commented way back in like the first or second episode by one of you lovely people out there. Ronan Curtis from Portsmouth had a contract expiring, a very quick winger, so I decided to try and make him my target to bring in on a pre-contract. We did just that, £5,300 a week, so pretty much the money we got in from the sale of James went straight into bringing Ronan Curtis to the club for next season, and hopefully we'll be playing League One football next season. But Macclesfield was up next for us. Guruzeta with an early chance inside 15 minutes, dragged it wide. He was leading the line today with Williams playing on the wing, so I had big hopes for Guruzeta. And Macclesfield, to be fair, they created some chances themselves. That one there was a really good opportunity, just couldn't quite hit the target. As I said, Williams out on this wide area this time, drove into the penalty area, looked to try and fire the ball across the face of goal. I like doing those sort of crosses because they can end up going anywhere. If one of the defenders gets a touch on it, it could go as an own goal. But unfortunately, the keeper ended up saving it. But it was actually a cross. So, yeah, Williams just didn't quite get the accuracy and it nearly went in. So who can complain? Lopez trying his luck in the second half. But ultimately, we were poor. And Macclesfield at home was a 0-0 draw. Well, at home for Macclesfield. We were away, of course. But yeah, points dropped. And I was actually a little bit frustrated after that because we had pretty much all of the chances, all of the play. We just didn't quite find the correct one to find the back of the net. So, a disappointing 0-0 draw, but we bounced back, and luckily, we had a chance to do that as we took on Carlisle. But the game didn't start off like it should have, and we were 1-0 down inside 7 minutes. A nice Carlisle move, but it was at this point I was thinking, we've just dropped points against Macclesfield. We don't want to be dropping more here in this game against Carlisle. And the start they made to the match suggests that we are in for a tricky test here. Fantastic finish. Goalkeeper really couldn't have done much about it because it was a one-on-one pretty much. But I had a feeling that we'd find a chance. And Taylor is, this performance that he puts in, let me just say, is quality. So much so, I had to give him a start in the next match because Taylor got us back on level terms after 11 minutes inside the penalty area, firing it back across the goalkeeper, off the inside of the post, nestled in the back of the net nicely. And he didn't stop there. He dominated this game. He controlled it from midfield, and that's not an easy thing to do. I actually think he was playing cam during the game. Of course, Lopez is the player we usually deploy at central attacking midfield, but he wasn't quite fully fit for the game, so I decided to switch it around a little bit, and we put Taylor in there. But I will say, we should have been 2-0 up. 2-1 up. Williams with a shot after we tried so hard to find a shooting chance, and the ball just didn't quite fall where I wanted it, and then Williams hit the post, and then we had another effort here, Dawson, just before going into half-time, and he put it wide. So we were asking the questions, we were the team on top. Adams driving into the penalty area. I don't quite know how this went in, but all I can say is I am so glad that it did. Forest Green were in front, and if you watch this goal back, I'm not sure if it takes the slight deflection off of the defender who's sliding in, but it's 2 goals from 2 midfielders now. Adams getting in on the act, and I will say, if you're looking at form, Taylor and Adams right now have to be starting in this Forest Green Rovers team. They've both been brilliant, as Collins came off the bench, fed it to Taylor. Taylor, no problems at all. 3-1, game, set, match. Taylor, man of the match, without a shadow of a doubt. Forest Green, 3 goals without reply. And I kind of just said, you know, phew, because the way we started this game, I thought this was going to be a defeat for us. Not the case. We did the turnaround and 3 points in the bag. Some news as well as we came out of that game. We got a scout report back on some new potential upcoming academy players. And one player in particular looks to be the real deal. Liam Davis, a 15-year-old right winger, 5'7", starts with the overall of 60, potential of 79 to 94. So we'll keep track on his progression and see what sort of levels he gets to, as I got rid of Julio Cesar there because he just didn't look very good at all. But the other 3 players in there, both... Oh, sorry, what am I talking about? Both. There's 3 of them. All 3 of them looking very promising indeed in terms of their potential. So we'll see if they can, you know, get into the team once they hit 16. We'll be giving them contracts and trying to help them grow in overalls and see how far they can go in the world of football. But our final post-con match came against Grimsby Town. And again, just looking to try and keep getting these results, which will keep us in the top 3. Williams doing Williams things, drives in the penalty area. I don't know who it touched. I don't know if it was the keeper or if it was the post, but didn't quite find the finish. And it was looking like it was going to be a very, very frustrating result again for us. Like Macclesfield, I made a triple change with half an hour to play. And then I don't know what Grimsby did because they, goal kicked it out. They tried to play it down. Lopez won it back, played it to Guruzeta, and there he was to finish it. So it was a bit like a head-scratcher moment, if you will. I was actually going to bring off Guruzeta as well in that triple change, and I decided last second to not do it. So I kept him out there, and sod law, he went on and scored the goal to potentially win us the game. So, yeah, that's why you don't make substitutions, and you don't bring off Guruzeta when Grimsby Town are going to do that. So, yeah, but to be fair, I had no idea that was going to happen. So, anyways, we got the lead. Should have been 2. Dawson 1-on-1, but a fantastic save from the Grimsby Town number 1. It's kept the score at 1-0. But nevertheless, it was the 1-0 victory. Guruzeta's goal, the difference in the end, in a game where it just didn't look like it was going to come. So I'll take that. But anyways, that brings the post-com section to a close. One more game coming your way in a live fixture. Let's see who we take on next. To end off the day then, it's Walsall at home. They're 3rd place in the league. They can't jump above us, but it still will be a tough test. And of course, if we fail to win, Colchester could open that gap up at the top of the table. I already mentioned it. Top 3 go up anyway, so we don't have to worry about not getting automatic promotion if we do end up not winning or coming second, because 3rd place get it as well. So, yeah, to end off today, Walsall at home, the team we've gone with as well. No Guruzeta, he's dropped to the bench. We've got Freer, Williams, and Mondal as the front 3. Lopez with the 2 midfielders alongside him, who arguably I can't drop. Taylor and Adams both being brilliant. Mills, McGinley, Rawson, Gaber, and Thomas in goal. Live from the new lawn, it's time to take on Walsall. 2nd versus 3rd. Taylor towards Williams. Williams off towards Freer. And if the return had been good from Freer, Williams was in 1-on-1. Forest Green asking the questions. No real opportunity just yet, though. But there's been a couple of moments where Walsall have just about managed to get that final challenge in. Williams again. Off towards Mondal. Mondal to Lopez. Lopez is in! And he isn't going to miss that. Moments before we saw Williams nearly breaking through for a 1-on-1. This time it's Lopez. And the warning signs were there for Walsall. Moments before, like I said, we got to see what was going to happen. And they haven't heeded that warning sign. Brilliant finish, though, by Lopez. I just want to say that, because it is quality. Mondal, lovely little ball. I mean, to be fair, it isn't quite as in the corner as maybe you'd hope. But the power that he gets behind this is just too much for the goalkeeper. Lopez opens the scoring here at New Lawn. And Forest Green Rovers have the advantage just after half an hour. Mondal for Forest Green, gets down the right-hand side, delivers the cross. Freer at the back post, it's just over the top of him, though. Couldn't quite meet it. Williams should keep it in play. And he has done, but that pass back to Lopez is a bit short. And now Walsall might be able to break away. Lopez, who's already scored 1 today, trying to do a bit of defensive duties now too. As they come down this right-hand side with Bravo. Lopez has done enough, though, to put him off. And I'm actually going to bring Freer back because Lopez isn't quite there. What a ball that is. Bravo now on the turn. Looks to the centre of the box. Lavery's there. Have they overplayed this Walsall, though? You get the feeling maybe they have. As it's come here now for the shot, maybe. No, great ball. Gaber needs to go over to Kinsella. Lovely pick out to Gordon. Walsall back into the game. What a piece. I said they might have overplayed it. Not quite. They've just done enough. I tell you what, they had me running round. I didn't know who was going to shoot. Every time each Walsall player got the ball, I kind of dived in. And that was maybe a mistake by us because, yeah, you can see I was worried about the shot coming in. And then here again, I tried to dive in with Gaber to block it. The pass was on. Gordon scores. What a move by Walsall. 1-1 and level terms again just as we go into half-time. I actually think a 1-1 draw isn't a terrible result here. Lopez towards Freer. Freer back to Lopez. Now to Williams, who can turn away. George Williams into the penalty area. Brilliant stuff. Great save. Adams is there, though. Oh, he's wide. Is he offside? If he's offside, then, you know, that's fine. Yeah, he's offside. All right, I'll let him off. But there might have been actually a touch, and that's why his header hasn't gone in. Potentially off the defender. So he wouldn't have counted anyway, even if that ball had have crossed the line. But we're showing the signs here as the start of the second half that we want to take this this lead back. Winchester, first touch since coming on here. We've got Guruzeta also on as we made a double substitution. This is Williams now in a bit of space. Brilliant move again from Forest Green. Williams across. There he is. It's Winchester. The substitution pays off. 25 minutes left. Forest Green 2, Walsall 1. Literally made this substitution 5 minutes ago. First touch since coming on. Played the ball out towards this left-hand side. Sorry, it was Taylor, wasn't it? Yeah, played into Taylor. Taylor to Williams. Williams across. Winchester's there. Second touch. Fire it in the back of the net, mate. Happy days. We take the lead again. The substitution works. And you can't ask for much more than that. That equalises the shots up at 3 apiece as well. You saw the earlier game against Salford where there was 1 goal in it to win it, and both teams were really even. It's been the same case here. You can see why this is second versus third. 12 minutes to play here in the game, and elsewhere, Colchester have just conceded an equalising goal to Plymouth, I think it is, in that other game. It's 2-2 in that one, so if we hold on here and that stays 2-2, we will be joint top with them. And it will come down to goal difference. I believe we'll both be on 76 points. Thomas comes out, doesn't quite get a clear as Gamer off the line. What a hero. Oh, man. For a second, that should have been it. That should have been 2-2. And we wouldn't have been joint top. What a hero Gamer is. Gets it off the line. I tell you what, our keeper there, Thomas, didn't really look that convincing with the punch away. Winchester carrying, still Winchester across to Mondal, who makes sure of the point here for Forest Green. Yes! That's definitely it. We're heading to joint top of the table if results elsewhere stay in our favour. Specifically that one against between Colchester and Plymouth. Get in, Mondal. At a crucial time as well, when moments before we could have easily conceded an equalising goal. We've gone up the other end and we've made it 3-1. A minute left to play. Bravo for Walsall towards Lavery. Back to Bravo. That's it though. They can't do anything. Even if they get a goal, it's a consolation. Thomas again meets the cross. Mondal heads it down. Full time. Forest Green 3. Walsall 1. Let's see what the final score in the Colchester game was, because that's what I'm waiting to see. And if it's 2-2... we'll have to see. I think they've got better goal difference than us at the moment, so that will keep them top. But, man, with 14 games to play, we will both be on 76 points. Colchester 3, Plymouth Argyle 2. Oh, man, Colchester. They conceded the second goal to make it 2-2 at 80 minutes, and then they must have got a late winner. That's... wow, man. I thought they were going to draw, and I thought we'd be back to the joint top. I mean, it still keeps us 2 points behind them anyway, so it's not like it's the end of the world, but I can't believe they got a late goal. I don't even know what I'm saying in this interview at the moment. I'm just kind of choosing anything. You won again. Do you think that Walsall made it too easy? The lads did it. I mean, it's the same questions pretty much. I wish like there was a patch where they'd add more questions to the game to keep it a bit more fresh, because as we expected, it gets very stale doing those interviews. So much so I've stopped doing them really, but to end off the day then, Colchester top on 78 points. They don't actually have better goal difference than us. We've got 38. They're on 37. I mean, there's a goal in it. It's not like it's that much. But we're 2 points behind them. We're 11 clear of Walsall, who we just faced there. Have we actually got to play Colchester coming up between now and the end of the season? Because if we do, that could be the game that decides who will get top spot. So we've got Port Vale next. Oldham Athletic after that. Scunthorpe, Leyton Orient. We've got Swindon, Northampton, Morecambe, Crewe, Cheltenham, and then Preston. Oh, sorry, Plymouth, Bradford, Newport, Cambridge, Colchester. Man, Colchester away on the final day of the season. I mean, if results go as planned, well, I say as planned, if we can, like, match results with Colchester, it will be that game there to decide the title on the final day of the season. Obviously, when we talk about results going planned, we want wins in every game, but so will Colchester. So we can't know for sure whether or not the title will come down to that last game or not. But just for the sake of, I guess, tension, I really want it to. I really want us to sort of match results with Colchester, keep it at 2 points, or even a point, or even go to the same amount of points, and it come down to that game. That would be an unbelievable spectacle on the final day to decide the League 2 title. I can't wait. Anyways, we've got 14 games to play, and there's still probably one or two more, well, I'd say probably 2 more episodes, 7 games in each one, or might get it done in one if I'm feeling like I just want to play a whole bunch of games at some point. I guess we'll wait and see. But for now, guys, I want to say a massive thank you for watching. A massive thank you as well for all of your support on the channel too. I set myself a goal of hitting 50,000 subscribers by the end of the year, way back when January came around, you know, the start of 2019. At that point, I was sat on, I think, 30,000, and I never expected to even get close to 50. It was a stupid goal. I just said to myself, if I get there, then that's insane. If not, I'll take whatever happens. And right now, we're on 47,900 with 22 days to go. So I mean, it's possible, but even to be this close is just sensational. So thank you so much for that. If you are new around here, like what you see, hit that subscribe button down below. Follow me on the social links in the description as well. I'm trying to be a bit more active over there too. So yeah, I'll try and post as much as I possibly can. But until next time, have a great day, have a great evening. Possibly see you tonight with another video. If not, definitely tomorrow. Stay tuned. Adios.